When it comes to gaming, there's nothing worse than an unfinished plot. You invest all this time into character development and story progression for zero payoff. It's the gamer equivalent to having blue balls. Ugh! Today I have 5 examples of times gaming franchises left us with blue balls.
What you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
The Darkness is a first-person shooter series where you play as mobster Jackie Estacado, who on his 21st birthday has an ancient demonic force known as the Darkness awakened inside him. The gameplay is a blend of classic run and gun as well as strategy, where you have to use your newfound powers in all sorts of creative ways. In the sequel, The Darkness 2, Jackie literally goes to the depths of hell to save his murdered girlfriend, her death being one of the more messed up moments in gaming.
Jackie, this is not your fault.
Once you finally reach her, she transforms into this crazy devil succubus thing and leaves you trapped in the depths of hell. The series never got a 3rd installment, I think due to the mediocre sales of The Darkness 2.
No.
Shenmue is an epic tale of murder, revenge, and working a miserable job as a dock laborer. Ugh, this is just as shitty as my real job. Shenmue was extremely innovative for its time. It was the first real time myself as a gamer got to experience a constantly changing, living, breathing world. With the death of the Dreamcast, we almost didn't get the 2nd installment, but thanks to Microsoft picking up the franchise, we got Shenmue 2. The game was every bit as great as the first one. At the end of the 2nd game, we pretty much find out that the damn mare your father died for was part of some mystic, ancient ritual that involves dragons or some shit. I don't know, but it was getting really fucking good until it abruptly ended. The good news is, through a crowdfunding campaign, Shenmue 3 is finally going to be made after 17 years. The creator of the game raised enough money that we'll be getting a release sometime in 2018. What can I say about Half-Life that hasn't already been said? Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 are some of the greatest games made during my lifetime. And this fat asshole is holding the franchise ransom for some reason, and not letting the 3rd installment be developed. This one is a double whammy, because not only did Half-Life 2 end on a cliffhanger, they then proceeded to cock tease us with Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and Episode 2, and those end in an even bigger unresolved cliffhanger. The games are some of the most popular first-person shooters ever made, and were a huge financial success. I have no idea why it's been 10 years and we still don't have Half-Life 3.
Oh my god. No.
Breakdown is a genre-bending, immersive, first-person shooter beat-em-up hybrid. After a bit of a learning curve, it's a hell of a lot of fun. Released in 2004, you follow the story of Derek Cole, a Special Forces type suffering from amnesia. With intense gun battles, strategic hand-to-hand exchanges, and some of the most drawn-out drinking animations I've ever seen. You finally make your way to the Nexus, destroying it and saving the world from a grim future. Your partner, being from said future, informs you that even though you save this timeline, her future's timeline is still fucked. With your newfound powers, you can choose to go with her and fight to help her save her world. Breakdown was not a financial success, but it still has a small cult following.
Okay, now it's time to lose your lunch.
The Legacy of Kain games are, in my opinion, the greatest when it comes to interactive storytelling. With a plot that literally spans over 2 franchises, a plethora of twists, turns, and revelations, these games are classics, and if you've never played them, you need to, like, right now. From when I was in 6th grade all the way to when I was a senior in high school, the Legacy of Kain titles were my absolute favorite games. In the 5th installment, Defiance, one of the main characters, and my personal favorite, Raziel, realizes that he has to sacrifice himself if him and Kain are to free themselves from the Wheel of Fate, a universal paradigm that forces them into an endless cycle of death and rebirth, never allowing free will to truly exist. I know, deep stuff. Not only that, but the invisible enemy responsible for these events are finally revealed. The game ends with Kain finally ready to engage his true enemy.
The first bitter taste of that terrible illusion. Hope.
Ugh, just having to sit through that again pisses me off. It's been 14 years, guys. Please, please finish this damn story. It doesn't even need to be a game. I'll settle for a book, or hell, make a damn Netflix show. I mean, everything else is. They attempted to make a sequel in 2012, but it was cancelled. It was transformed into a shitty spin-off free-to-play multiplayer game, and that was cancelled too. It's like this franchise is cursed. The closest we ever got to seeing this amazing epic come to a close are fan-made titles, which are actually pretty good. I would love nothing more than to see a franchise that I grew up with get its proper ending. But I don't think it's ever gonna happen. The Legacy of Kain has left me with a 14-year and counting case of blue balls.